Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I think by now you have heard some exceptional presentations. All our speakers were terrific. In fact, they almost covered everything. I don't have to say much. No, specifically, I want to mention the Mayor Talanosa and how he is passionate. Not only is he passionate, he's very charismatic, he's a great speaker, and also fun too. I enjoyed the presentations. Well, what I really want to cover is pretty basic and twofold. One thing I really want to just give you a brief background on what we do at UAB related to sustainability, what's going on from our end. I know Monica and others have spoken about the medical end. I'll talk more from the engineering end on what we do in sustainability. And the second objective, of course, and most important really, is where do we go from here? I mean, we've heard so much great things and great ideas and great initiatives, and but what's the next step? I mean, some of that stuff we've heard, I think, in Birmingham years also previous to this. But I mean, what do we do next? What's the next step? What are the action items? So I think that's really very important to also cover. Okay, like I said, many of the stuff may be redundant, so I'll run quickly through it, and I'm sure I promise to get you by before the break. Okay, great cities, and of course you heard today about maybe a dozen more of sustainable green cities, how great they are, and the transportation and all the modes and what's going there, and the health aspects and the air quality aspects. Okay, but the focus now is what do we do with Birmingham? Birmingham doesn't have the resources like Copenhagen or like New York or San Francisco. What do we do with middle-sized schools or medium-sized cities like Birmingham? So that's again, of course, a challenge. And again, along all the talks today, of course, we heard many challenges to sustainability, but that's also one big challenge, is the size of our city, the economics of our city, and how can we handle sustainability in a city like Birmingham. Well, sustainable cities have the following, and you've heard 1,000 more things, and the importance of all of these aspects to contribute to sustainability. From recycling, to complete streets, to reduced emissions, to health aspects, to technology and wireless. Dr. Dietmar from MIT, it was very exciting and very interesting, the presentation about using the wireless technologies and cellular technologies for recycling and for other aspects of sustainability. So there's so many things, and what are the benefits? Of course, you've heard, of course, a lot of the benefits in Mayor, and also very clear about the benefits and the advantages, and the density is good. I mean, if you had studied something about lean manufacturing or so, I mean, the shorter the distances and the less the movement and the less the transportation, the more efficient you are and the more productive you become. So density, of course, is good in our case. Birmingham is on its way. There's some initiatives and some actions, and the mayor has done a great job today. These are some of the lead buildings, leadership in energy and environmental design. And here we have some buildings, 9 buildings in Birmingham. Hopefully we'll get more which are ranked or rated by LEED. And of course those buildings are more economic, they are greener, they're sustainable, and on the long term, with life cycle analysis, you'll find they're more efficient, and of course contribute to better health and better environment. So we want to have, and you notice some of those buildings are in Alabama Power, Braskus and Boring, we have Robbins and Morton, some of the big companies in town. Also we have initiatives in Birmingham by the Regional Planning Commission. They had a resolution recently on adopting the Complete Streets Resolution. So the next step is to see how that can be implemented. And some regional planning, excellent. We're very proud of this, and so that's a very good move or first step in that direction. Also, the mayor has done a great job at the city of Birmingham. Recently, they had the comprehensive plan, and they had the public workshops outside. They had 4 workshops in January. I had the chance to attend a couple of those, and in fact, UAB hosted one of those in the Hill Center. And they were very, very well attended. They were very, very nicely attended and engaging discussions and debates. All sorts of people came from the community, different backgrounds, different diverse backgrounds, and professions were represented. And the whole idea was to talk about best practices and new strategies and potential strategies for a more sustainable Birmingham from the angle of health, from the angle of transportation, from the angle of economic sustainability. So these were very good. Also, there are a lot of other things going on in the state and in the city about green, about sustainability. I mean, this is just one recent, came across my email, one recent message here about AGC, Associated General Contractors of America, which our school and department is a member of, also holding a symposium on, again, green and sustainability. But there's a lot of others. There's the Green Building Focus program that Kathy Clench has been supporting a lot. Excellent program. Every summer we have the Green Building Focus hosted here in Birmingham. We have ADECA handling or putting up a lot of workshops on green and sustainability. There's numerous type of programs already going on in Alabama and Birmingham. Okay. That's what I really wanted to get to, is just give you a very brief background about UAB and what we do as far as sustainability from the standpoints of research, education, and campus initiatives. And I know that Monica presented something on medical and what they do from the health end. I'll focus more from the engineering end. Okay, we have research in those three areas related to sustainability, in the area of infrastructure, in the area of transportation, and livable communities. And for example, here we have, this is a green roof project that we work together with UAB facilities to implement, and this is the roof and the Halsey Center. And in fact, this is, and on the right-hand side, you see the test roofs. We're trying different green roofs materials to see which is more efficient. Not only does the green roof contribute to energy efficiency and improve performance over the year and massive savings in cost, but also it is very important for stormwater runoff. And in fact, this, if you would like, we'd be glad to invite you and take you around, take a look at the roof and host this visit to the roof. If you have any interest, we'd be glad to do that. We've done it before with other people on campus. Also, this is another initiative which is green and which is UAB taking a lead, is really working with the city of Vestavia and with the Department of Transportation in Montgomery to come up with a pedestrian bridge that crosses Montgomery Highway, Highway 31, from Wald Park to the new library. It's a pedestrian bridge, and we're taking the lead to develop the innovative part of it. And our goal or our vision is to develop a pedestrian bridge that is green, sustainable, and not only does it include green materials, but it's built in a sustainable construction method that it does not come in the way of traffic. It will be done in a very fast period of time without having to slow or having two detours over 31. You know how 31 is crowded. So that's another project we're excited about. It's about to start. We already have the contracts in place, and over there, I would think probably by next year it should be completely built. Transportation projects, we have a variety of transportation projects, and as you see, they cover a wide scope or spectrum of transportation modes from pedestrian to bicycle to automobile to truck transportation, and even to hydrogen fuel cell buses. So we cover a wide spectrum of transportation and transportation modes. And maybe here in the next few slides, I'll just go cover just a couple of them. This is another project we have. In fact, that's a unique project. I like that project. It's the first project that we have very closely integrated and working together with the Department of Medicine and the Department of Preventive Medicine in the Department of Medicine. And so this is an exciting that we're looking at the effect of the built environment. And that's something intriguing really for engineers or civil engineers or environmental engineers. We're looking at the impact of the built environment, the quality of the air, the quality of the water, the streets, the sidewalks. And we're trying to see how that impacts health and obesity and other factors. So that is, and we're trying to develop a model. So we have a base model that compares or connects the health with the built environment. And we're working closely with the Department of Preventive Medicine and Monica and others in that area. Here is a transportation project, and that is a very important project, working with the Regional Planning Commission. That's an ongoing project where we're looking at maximizing the efficiency of existing highway facilities. How with the existing system we have, how we can maximize and not build more highways, but try and maximize what we already have and do the most of it. And here we're partnering, again, like I said, with the regional planning. As you can see, of course, one of the biggest problems here is the 280. Okay, 280 going east, and also 65 going north. As you see, those are the red of the most crowded highways. That's another exciting project we have. That's project is a partnership with the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority and the Federal Transit Administration. We're working together with BJECTA here in Birmingham. And this is a demonstration project of zero emissions using hydrogen fuel cells. And this bus should be ready, or they tell me should be ready or built, and we should have it here in Birmingham on our campus in this summer. And as such, we're hoping we'll have kind of a kickoff for that program, and we'll invite you to that, and invite you to take a ride in the bus and see what's going on. But that bus will go on service routes in Birmingham, and it will be operating in Birmingham over a period of 2 years. And also we intend to take it to schools, high schools, show it to students, have student rides across and bring them to UAB. So I think this would be a very exciting, nice project for us, again, in the sustainable and green direction. Okay, on education, let's shift gears from research into education. We have a bunch of programs related also to sustainability in, as far as education is concerned. We have those courses, and those courses are really open to all of you. Anybody in public can attend those courses, we'll be glad. You can register and come at UAB. There is no requirement specific for the first 12 hours. You can come and sign for those courses as non-degree. And we have courses in design of non-motorized transportation, which Mayor Penalosa spoke about a lot all day. We have courses on intelligent transportation systems. We have courses on green building design. We have courses on sustainable construction, energy resources, energy conservation, air pollution. Those are active courses which we offer almost every year. And I really encourage anybody in the public who's interested is to come and register and take these classes. And we'll try and make it easy on them. I'll speak about on that maybe a little bit later. We'll have a very organized website where we can put all this information, so then after that meeting you can follow up and see what we have and how you can get engaged further with us or work more together closer. This is another educational program. This is relatively new. We just got that approved last year, a concentration in sustainable engineering, design and construction. This is an undergraduate concentration in sustainable engineering, design and construction. And the objective of this is really, in fact, that's the first concentration in this area. And we're very excited about it because that's a chance to get the students early on in their careers while they're still freshmen and give them that feel of what sustainable engineering design is and how that can be implemented. And as you'll see as I talk in a few minutes about the importance of education and awareness, especially early on, and to teach or have that concentration, I think will be very, very beneficial on the long run for our community in Birmingham and our graduates. This is another program, that's a master program in sustainable engineering, design and construction, where it ties environmental aspects, construction, transportation, and materials from a sustainable standpoint, and it's taught by using blended type of instruction where we have online as well as in-class type education or delivery. This is a certificate in sustainable engineering. Again, if you're interested in a certificate in sustainable engineering, you can join UAB, and again, we'll put all this information on the website for our symposium or center. And in fact, this is again open to the public, to the professionals in the Birmingham area, and the whole objective of it is to give additional experience in sustainable design concepts. And what's in this certificate is probably each course is about 3 credit hours, and about 4 courses of those maybe I listed before, what I showed you. So that's an excellent, if you want to obtain an official UAB graduate certificate in sustainable design, you can come again, join our program, and we'll take you through the steps and make it very clear how you can accomplish that. This was also showing on the international level. We also held a conference in Cairo, Egypt a few years ago. That's in March 2009, where it was focused, funded by National Science Foundation, but again, it was focused on sustainable engineering, design and construction. And that was very well attended. In fact, we had many of our students and our faculty, Dr. Lucas, interim provost, was there also in the meeting, speaking in the meeting. It was very well attended. We had people not only from the US, we had about a team of about 20 individuals from the US, but we also had individuals from Europe and other countries across the world attend this. And at one point, I think the attendance was like 400 or so. It was very well attended. If you're interested, we also have the minutes and the recommendations of that conference available. UAB campus, there's a lot going in UAB campus, a lot of activities, and this is very, very good. President Garrison spoke about a few of them. Well, there's a lot more. There's the green roofs, there's the recycling, there's the air-cooled equipment, which is saving about $120,000 a year just from the air cooling system. There's the timers and motion sensors, there's the underground water store, a bunch of those. And this is really exciting to have a university which is the biggest employer in the state, I mean, UAB, to run those programs and believe in those programs. I think it means a lot for the largest employer in the state to adopt such programs. I think is very meaningful and very strong and sends a great message. But not only that, also Alabama Power Company has run similar programs, the electric car at the back and other programs. Alagasco has done the same, and many companies are getting into that pattern of looking at sustainability and green materials and how we can have healthier people and employees. This just shows one example where our students were involved with, again, UAB facilities, working side by side to do some lighting audits and lighting measurements, again, for the sake of more sustainable lighting systems, savings, and healthier environments. Well, sustainability challenges. The speakers, as well as the mayor, Penalosa, of course, pointed to many, many challenges, serious challenges. I've listed just a few. Change resistance, lack of awareness, I consider that a big challenge. Resistance by public groups, governments, poverty, multidisciplinary nature. I like that one, multidisciplinary nature of research. You find researchers really, not really sometimes excited about even looking at new things or technologies. Why? Because it's so diverse, and it's hard to bring those researchers from one place to the other together. So really, again, that's one of the challenges to sustainable technologies and research and the technology transfer of these research projects. So how can we encourage them, or how can we do this, or how we can encourage sustainability and green design and smart cities? How can we do all this? I really summarize it in two very important points. One is outreach, or what I refer to as outreach or education, and the other is really research, from my point of view. Developing research, like what they're doing in MIT, and new technologies and new sensors, all for the sake of improving sustainable or developing sustainable environments and improving the quality of life in the city we're living in. So, and who's best to handle this than a university? I mean, a university with the status of UAB can handle very well the outreach aspects and the research aspects. Of course, all this involves also working in economic development issues, working with school business, engineering, public health, medicine. So that's really where the interdisciplinary aspects come into play. So as a result, and as President Garrison mentioned earlier this morning, we have established the Smart Cities Research Center. We're very glad, we're very proud that it was signed on by the Board of Trustees just a couple of weeks ago. And so we're very proud of that. And interesting came along at the same time we're having the symposium. So things are moving along pretty well. And this center will really have its vision, as really its main vision is to develop intellectual, productive, economically affluent, environmentally responsible, and socially active cities. That's our vision for the center. Quickly develop the vision. And our big mission would be fostering the cross-disciplinary research, bringing schools together, at least 5 schools or 6 schools across the UAB campus, researchers from different ends of the campus working together, from health to economic development, to new materials, to sensor technologies, and so forth, working together to develop a really community that is healthier, safer, smarter, and more efficient. Well, our main areas of research, quickly we think that our basic areas of research will be, or what we will focus on, will be green infrastructure design, intelligent technologies, environmental sustainability, health and well-being, and so forth. And these are just examples of the different type of research projects we'll be kind of focusing on. And I've showed you some of those, but we'll be continuing along those lines. Opportunities and next steps. This is important. Now, we are a small group, and the center, of course, is very young. Like you said, it's like maybe 2 weeks old. So what are the opportunities? We're looking for opportunities. We're looking for funding. We're very important. I think one of the speakers mentioned, like, money is always the answer, but we're looking for funding. And so how do we do this? How can we get the center on its feet, that young center? So I'll show you a couple of opportunities we have developed already. This is a great opportunity. Here we have a new initiative, the National Center for Transportation Performance and Management. That's a UTC grant, University Transportation Center. It's a $3.5 million grant that we were awarded just a few weeks ago. Of course, Dr. Marquez knows about that, and he was very supportive in getting this process going. And you notice what's the theme of that center? Is multidisciplinary research in sustainable transportation infrastructure. So that is already established, and we're working on it right this minute. And we're very excited about that. It just started in February. And here are the universities. We are part of a consortium. I don't want to take the credit for all the $3.5 million, but Georgia Tech is the lead. And we're working with Georgia Tech as well as Central Florida and Florida International as a team, as partners. And I really see this as even more important than the overall money, than just getting the $3.5 million. I think developing that relationship will have a better future returns and a better future research and expanding our activities. So that is one activity that we have already under control, we have it in place. Another opportunity we also have in place is another transportation center. We were successful in also winning this center, Southeastern Transportation Research, Innovation, Development and Education Center. Again, it's with the same program, the University Transportation Center, funded by the US DOT, also for $3.5 million. And again, if you notice, the focus is multidisciplinary research in areas of livable communities, economic competitiveness. See, all the trend is going in this direction. Even the feds, even the transportation, the DOT, the Department of Transportation. And again, here we're a team of a little bit bigger consortium. In this team, we are, Florida is the lead, University of Florida, and then we have Florida International, North Carolina, NC State, Georgia Tech, Auburn, UAB, and Mississippi State. And so again, we're a part of an 8 university team. And again, that's excellent because it will expand our activities and enlarge our partners and our collaborations and give us even bigger base to work from. Other opportunities available we're seeking, we're looking into, is, for example, IBM has a great program on smart cities, and they give funding in that area. Another program is the NSF, National Science Foundation. In fact, we already put a grant, or a preliminary grant in the Sustainability Research Networks competition for about $12 million. We put letter of intent, and then if that letter of intent and pre-proposal is accepted, then we'll be given a chance to write a full detailed proposal. So we applied to that one also. Also, NIH has programs, and we'll be talking also with medicine, look at the possibility of working together on programs with NIH. Okay, this is the beginning, as I started in the beginning saying. And what are the next steps, or what are our next steps? The most imminent next steps in mind is we'll be publishing the symposium proceedings. That's the first step to do. And I think we'll also be publishing some of the recommendations made today, a bunch of recommendations. We'll have to establish working groups and schedule meetings, and I think that's going in place. Maria is taking care of it. Mindy and Maria are putting together a list of working groups of people interested in working in different areas. We'll be organizing multidisciplinary research groups across campus of researchers who are willing to work together and look into sustainability aspects that are multidisciplinary and larger in scope than just the specific items we used to deal with in the past. And working with the public is extremely important. Entities such as the City of Birmingham, the Regional Planning, and these are partners with us in many other programs. We continue to work very strongly with the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority and other agencies in town. And of course, as usual, one of our big activities will be expanding our educational program and courses and delivery methods to reach more of you guys and provide more education to everyone here. The panel discussion coming up is very exciting. Don't miss this. I know there's a break in between, but the panel discussion will be very, very important and enlightening. And again, Dr. Lucas and Dr. Clark will be moderating this, and that'll be a very exciting. And here I'd like to thank you, but also I'd like to thank very much our sponsors. School of Business have been very supportive. Alabama Power, the City of Birmingham, and all our sponsors have done a terrific job. What else do I have? And our speakers have done a terrific job. I'd like, above all, to thank our speakers. And I would be remiss if I don't show this picture. It's very important. Rich, you want to that's a very important picture. And I'm very proud. Well, I thought I'd show that picture, everybody will get excited, but it's already in the Birmingham News, so I mean, it's nothing new. But it's, we're very proud of that. We're hoping the next symposium, maybe we can all partner and get on a bicycle ride across Birmingham and see